Welcome everyone to a special Happy Valentine's event featuring Isla and Victoria. Isla Buchheim and Victoria. I'd like to also welcome everybody that's zooming in. Welcome to our special event on Valentine's Day. I will say a few more words, but I would like to have the mothers of our performers say a few words right now. And they're right here ready.
Okay. All right, well, yes, thank you all again for coming, those of you who came in person and who are joining us via Zoom. I am Annalisa Salazar, Victoria Salazar's mother. And
I'm Linnea Buchheim, and I'm Isla's mother.
For some background, Victoria is 7 years old. She's in first grade, and she has one sibling. Her brother, Antonio Tonito, is right over here. He's 3. Victoria has been taking piano lessons with Dr. Lily Diehl since she started kindergarten, so a little over a year and a half now. And we're just so appreciative of the fact that she can study under Dr. Diehl. She's not only a marvelous teacher, but she approaches the whole child, not just their musical skills, but their character and their spiritual development. So we're appreciative of all of that. In addition to playing the piano, Victoria enjoys doing artwork and playing sports, soccer and gymnastics. And as far as her personality goes, she is very outgoing and generally confident. She tunes into emotions very well. She is very considerate and generous and full of energy. That's a little about her.
Victoria, we are having so much fun being in joint lessons with Victoria. We share a lesson now, and I had no idea what to expect when we would be sharing a lesson, but it's really been a lot of fun, and we appreciate Teacher Lily's wisdom in doing that for us. And so Isla is 6 as well. She is homeschooling in first grade right now, and she has 2 little brothers. This is Larson, he's 4 years old, and Lee is 1.5. And she is very fun-loving, similar to Victoria. She loves to have a good time. She loves to play. She is really outgoing, and she loves to play piano. She is so enjoying taking piano lessons, which is a blessing for me because I remember when I was little and I was taking violin lessons, I was not such a happy music student. I would get in trouble because I would fuss about practicing all the time, and so I was nervous about starting Isla with piano. But thanks to Teacher Lily and we are so grateful that Isla's enjoying it. She has been learning so much, and she started lessons last May. So we've been taking lessons for about 9 months now, and I was thinking recently I've been studying about child rearing, what raising children in God's way, and he talks about the talents that God gives every one of us talents, but it's up to us as parents to develop those talents for our children, to put them in those places. And so I really praise God because having the opportunity to study with Teacher Lily is put us in a place where something I could never give this gift to my child. But because we have this opportunity to study with Teacher Lily, God has really gifted us with that incredible gift. And we really appreciate it. We don't take it for granted. So we really appreciate the opportunity to see you. No big deal. And we are glad that you're all here. Thank you so much for coming.
It is truly a joy to work with parents. You all know that we have a triangle of success, right? Daniel, Gabby, Val, then you have this side. Who's here? Daddy, Mommy, 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 Auntie, more Mommy. Okay, you may have daddies and grandpas and grandmas all supporting you, okay? They all need to work together with, who's here? You're here, Daddy, Mama's here. Who's
Teacher
here?
Lily.
Well, thank you, Roz. Thank you. That's our triangle. That's the triangle. That foundation is so important. So today, I thought I'd turn it off. Okay, so we're going to start, since we're together with Isla and Victoria, they're going to play together. So let's just close our eyes first and ask Jesus to be with us. Thank you, dear Jesus, for the gift of music. Thank you for the ability to develop this talent. This talent is no good unless we work at it. And we practice. And we practice. And we listen to Daddy and Mommy as they help us grow and develop our talent. Thank you for the gift, and be with us now, especially with Isla and Victoria, as they share their talents with us right now. Thank you for hearing our prayers. Amen. Okay, you're on. In your program, they're going to be playing together their twinkles and all the way to lightly row with different hand position. they're now going to take turns in playing. So you'll also hear and have a chance to hear them play their solo settings, okay? And so Victoria's gonna start, and she's going to be playing from French Children, and she will go all the way to Claire de la Lune. Okay? At this point of their learning on Book 1, they're still in the key of C. With the 18 pieces that they're doing today, they will also be playing in other keys, in the key of G, in the key of F, and two minor keys, D minor and A minor. Isla will be playing the same set of pieces that Victoria just played, and at this point of Book 1, the student should be able to coordinate their hands. No longer double notes like Twinkle. They need to be able to coordinate their hands and have different accompaniment in the left hand as well, okay? And right along with that is they're able to control their touch so that their right hand, which is the melody, preferably should be prominent, should be stronger than the left hand. And at the same time, they're not only learning the accompaniment part, but also chords and broken chord arrangement that you will hear as well. And I think that you will also begin to see how they are leaning into the piano when they need to express themselves quietly. Okay, so listen very carefully as Isla plays her pieces. Okay, so you're starting on French Chile. There we go. Continue and do Long, Long Ago and Little Playmates. Okay. we're getting away from the C major key and going into Chantarag A minor, a new key for them. Okay? Watch her. Okay, it's intermission. Bow together. Alright. Okay, that takes them to the middle of the first book, of the book that they're playing. Did you know that both Isla and Victoria, this is their second recital already. But this is their first full book recital, where they're just doing all the pieces in book one of Suzuki. Some interesting point as well with these two performers. One has not gone to she's home taught. The other one has started traditional school. And this is a very important point that I am bringing out. That they're coming together as a group, as a class piano, is extremely important for both of them, because they now have to also develop sensitivity in who the other classmate is. They also need to listen a lot more to each other. They also need to help each other, play together, of course, you know, and have a lot of fun. But the most important part is that the two girls are synergistically inspiring each other to get better and better. Okay? Also, because one is going to traditional school, she's away from home for quite a few hours. And coming home, she also has to adjust to her practicing procedure. Unlike when she was home all that time, she could, you know, practice more than just an hour that she's supposed to do. But they adjust, and the parents do adjust as well and work out a schedule where they have to accomplish their practicing. Might have to break it up to 3 20 minutes at a time, or 2 half-an hours at a time, rather than a whole hour on one sitting. So there's a lot of working together, discussions, and so forth. So it's a joy. And now on the second part, okay? And we're going to start with, we're going to have, let's see, Isla, you're going to be the one to start, okay? And right over here, and we're going to take from Allegretto 1, those of you that are looking at the program, we're going to go all the way, Allegretto 1, all the way to the last piece, second to the last piece, and that is Musette. And then Victoria will play also her solo, and then they will be together to finish their program. Okay? And you can project. You don't need to be so shy. All right, so here we go. Allegretto 1. Can you do it faster? Sure, let's do it. job. All right, it's Victoria's turn. You start. You start with alphabetical 1. Okay. Nice tempo. Come, come, come. She'll be playing Christmas Day Secrets. Let's see how secrecy she can be. play their last piece, Allegro. Fast. Do you think they can play faster? You know, I think they can. Okay, but you know what? They're learning to cue each other. And when they cue, the way they lift their head is the beat. And Victoria did it slowly. And so her partner picked up a slower tempo. So watch. Your cue needs to be more energetic. Victoria, ready? We're watching. That's it. This precious doll that was especially made for me. And your hair is just like that. Yeah, it's cute and with lacy settings, just like that. That is really, I love it. All right, we'd love to hear from you a little bit more. So Isla's going to share herself. She chose as her encore piece, that's not in the program, right? A very famous Beethoven melody from the 9th Symphony. Ode to Joy. Joyful, joyful, we adore you. Come straight up. Okay, so here we go. Here. And then you'll exchange, please. All right. Oops. Cue me. Victoria and Isla choose their own encore. And Victoria chose Bedtime Boogie. Boogie Woogie. I don't know about Bedtime Boogie Woogie. We should be quiet and calm before going to bed, right? But this one is really energetic. Okay, you ready? Go. Nice job. And then they chose together with their mothers a duet. And it is called the Hungarian Dance by famous German composer Johann Brahms. And younger brothers and mothers will be helping on this last piece. Okay? I'm sure you've heard it also before. All right? Mommy, are you ready? Okay. So dee da pa 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 pum pum, ready, go. Are you sure? Thank you, Larson. Oh, that's for your sister. Here we go. Thank you, Tony. Oh, music mama. I love it. All right, so we'll get a chance to take pictures shortly after. That's wonderful. Just stay put. Thank you, everyone. For those of you that are Zooming, we're just having so much fun here. And we're going to possibly have an opportunity for the mothers to just say thank you for their checking in before we party. Wish you were here in person with us.
Yes, thanks again for joining.
Thank you. Goodbye. Good night.
Wonderful.
And for the rest of you, there are refreshments outside. There are sparkling waters in the cooler, like 5 different flavors, and pumpkin covered strawberries, lemonade pumpkin.
Peanut butter,
And we have an announcement to be made. 55 years ago, Music Mommy met me. And 5 years later, we were married. We had our Valentine's party the year before when I bowed down, got on my knees, and said, would you please marry me? That was a very good moment.
I am so blessed to have such a wonderful, wonderful man. Going into 52 years now, right?
53.
Well, for Valentine's,
Yes, right.
yes, it will be 53. Thank you, everyone, for coming and take the time to enjoy. The two chairs there by the table are for Victoria.